this second video, I'm going to show you how to make Mario's head. So I'm starting with a ball of paste which I've coloured using Sugar Flare chestnut colour. You only need a tiny little bit to get this shade. So I'm just forming it into a ball and then just shaping out the chin a little bit. Here I'm deciding where the nose will be and then pressing down to form two eye sockets. So pressing quite deeply, ready for the eyes to be inserted. I've rolled two balls of white paste the same size and I'm just sitting those into the eye socket so that they're nice and flush. I'm using a small circle plunger cutter just to cut out two irises, and then I'll just place those onto the white eyeball. We're using a very small amount of water. I'm using darker blue for the pupils, and I've just rolled those into an oval shape and then just press those onto the lighter blue. With a tiny piece of white paste, I'm just adding a catch light to each eye. To make the eyebrows, I'm cutting two circles, so it's using a small round plunger cutter again, and then I'm just cutting a section out. For his moustache, I'm just cutting out a thin piece of paste, and with the Dresden tool I'm just going to mark in the detail. And now I'm just enhancing that shape a little bit more, so you get that scalloped edge effect. I'm using the Dresden tool, so it's the wider end of the tool, just to shape out a basic smiley mouth, and then I'm just going to press underneath to form a lower lip. I'm adding his nose now. He's got quite a large nose. I've made it into a bit of an oval shape, and I'll just make sure that it covers the top of his moustache and it's against the bottom of his eyes. I'm cutting two small strips of the dark brown paste, and using the Dresden tool I'm just adding a hair strand effect. Now I'm just going to place these on to represent his sideburns. So placing his head on top of the body now, just going to manoeuvre it carefully so that I don't squash the head and make it out of proportion. And then I've just rolled a thin piece of paste, added some texture in, and this is going to form the back of his hair. So I don't need to cover the whole head because he's going to have a hat on. So for the hat, I'm cutting away a small piece. I will use this later for the rim. And now I'm modelling the main part of the hat. So I'm just trying to get the right kind of shape, and then I need to hollow the whole inside of the hat out so that it actually fits over the top of his head. So by just teasing the paste and pinching it out, I should get it to the right size, and now just fitting it on the head and then just making sure it's nice and neat all the way around. For his logo, I've just rolled a small amount of white and then flattened it with a ball tool. Now this is quite a tricky logo to make due to the fact that it's so small. So I'm just cutting out some really thin strips of red, and then I will just arrange it into the M shape. To complete his hat, I'm just rolling out some paste. I'm going to firstly make sure it's going to be the right kind of size, and then just cut out a thin curved section and then just fix it to the front of his hat. To complete his head, I've rolled out 2 balls of the flesh colour, pressed the ball tool into the centre to give them some shape, and just fix them to the side of the head. I'm adding a bit more shape here, and it also helps them to stay in place. I'm just adding a little bit more paste here to the sideburns and touching up the texturing. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If there's anything that you'd like to see me make, please leave a suggestion in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos like this one.